Welcome to another episode of That Arrow Show. Tonight's episode, next of kin. We're going to get into the good, we're going to get into the bad, and we're going to get into the Laurel. Alright, on tonight's episode, we get our first episode since Diggle has taken the mantle of Green Arrow, and he went up against an obscure DC villain by the name of Onyx. And meanwhile, Oliver having problems with his son. So let's get into the good first. Who wants to speak on the goodness of this episode?
Let me speak on the greatness of this episode. This episode was actually fire. So let's start it off with the opening scene. I like the opening fight scene the best because it looked like a gang rolling up on another gang. Like they had encroached on their territory, and Diggle was just throwing it like he was a grown-ass man. He wasn't doing all the cute flips and spins. He was like, sit down. Boy. What else has got good?
Hopping off of what you said, Diggle as the Green Arrow. He is the Green Arrow that I've wanted for a long time now. He is actually the Diggle that I've wanted since maybe 2 seasons ago. I mean, I'm gonna say it, Diggle been kind of shuffling a little bit for a while. So I'm kind of glad he pulled that back.
Majoring in shuck, minoring in jive.
But yeah, like he is really, I'll say it, we've had ups and downs with Diggle on this show, but he's probably the most well-developed character on this entire show, and that's saying something since he's not supposed to be the main fucking character.
I mean, he still has some more development to go, but I like what they're giving me right now.
Exactly.
My good is going to be a good for the remainder of the season. Samandra Watson.
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
My wife.
Well, can I marry Onyx?
Alright, Samandra, she did not come here to play. She puts 2 and 2 together. She is not taking anybody's shit, so I'm loving it.
The fact that she started off this episode like I know that ain't the original Green Arrow. Who don't look like?
As a matter of fact, she did exactly what you said she was gonna do last week, where she just walked up in there and started asking for shit, and then when folks tell her no, be like, I don't give a fuck.
She looked Oliver dead in his blue eyes and was like, do I look like Boo Boo the damn fool? I can see the difference. That Green Arrow's a lot more swole.
Exactly.
That Green Arrow looked like he actually paid bills.
Exactly. You've been too aggressive around them white women.
Any other goods?
What's your good?
Ooh, the choreography. I don't know who this guy is that y'all got up in there watching old boy do the fight choreography and whatnot, but he is cracking the whip on this dude.
You know what? I think he might just be doing it. Like, I think he took some night classes during a break, and he stepped up his game.
Well, them night classes paid off. But I think the highlight of that was the card fight. Like literally, they've never done anything like that before, and then they walked up in there and was like, we gonna give y'all the goodness.
Another good that I have for this episode is the villain, Onyx.
My wife.
She's smart, capable, strong, and can talk some of the best shit that I've ever heard. When the dude was like, what about Green Arrow? And she was like, what
About him.
what do you think about in the field? He wasn't nothing. You're right, he ain't shit.
That's the confidence a black woman gives you.
I'm telling you, she rolled up on a car and Wild Dog then popped out like surprise. And she was like, oh.
Figurative and literal neck roll she gave when she was talking about Green Arrow was like, ugh, gave me chill.
And her fighting, like the way she fought everything, like this is a proper villain.
Okay, so another good I got. So we 2 for 2 on Samandra, I'm sorry. We 2 for 2 on the fight choreography. You know what else we 2 for 2 on? Curtis doing the thing again.
Oh, he threw a punch.
He had some, did y'all see the combo? And he had bass in his voice when he was talking to civilians. He was like, alright, shit's about to blow. You better run.
phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
You about to say what I think you about to think?
Renee.
Yeah.
Renee has been turned up since the intro came on to the credits roll. Renee was turned up. My boy Renee was like, well, first of all, calling everybody a bitch. Where did that come from? And second of all, like, we saw him dual wielding the gats. We saw him, keeping up. And then he straight up told on Diggle. He's like,
Yeah, I was about to say, he did break conventions, snitches get stitches, he was like, try me. Then we right to Oliver, yo, Diggle fucking up.
But first, you know why I don't count that as snitching? Because first he went to Diggle's face, he was like, what the fuck are you doing? You need to get it together. And then he's like, no, I got you, yo, Oliver. Yo, player 2 is playing like a player.
We got a closer look at the new Wild Dog costume, and I gotta say, I don't see what the problem is. Like
It's more stealthy.
yeah, like it's a well put together
And
costume.
it's tactical, you don't look like a dumbass running around the city now.
Organized arm help.
So I like I don't know what to exactly call it, but the bond between Diggle and
Dinah.
Dinah, yeah, the chemistry. I don't want to say, I don't want to use words too loosely, but they're a good team. Like, she respects his boundaries. She doesn't go snitching like Renee.
She's okay. It's a transference, is what he's pretty much saying.
Yeah.
So the way we got Oliver and Diggle for seasons 1 and 2 before it deteriorated to a brofest is what Dinah and Diggle's relationship
I wouldn't
is.
say that deteriorated into a bro.
Dinah's the new Diggle.
I wouldn't say that deteriorated into a bro, but that deteriorated into him basically.
Like I said, the last 2 seasons, he was shuffling.
And then when Lila snatched him up and was like, nah. Because he fucking up and you hold his hand. Stop it.
All right, so another good, I would have to say, we're getting a little bit more development as far as Felicity's company. I know we got a glimpse in the future as far as smoke technology, so I don't know what happens in between them doing a startup and it actually becomes smoke tech. I don't think that's going to be the name they settle on, but
I saw that Oracle on the board. You want to
and why would you put a code name as your company name?
I'm just glad it wasn't a throwaway thing and that they're actually like
It's
doing
like an
shit with it.
actual development. Like,
Exactly. Because, like 2 seasons ago, it would have been like, oh, I'm going to make a company, and then walked away, and then like 6 episodes later, then come back, and then like they're
the whole
building
staff.
shit.
all the mass-produced technology that was revolutionized the world. Last good for me. Like I said, I like the development going on between all the characters, even Oliver and Felicity. We see Oliver on his grown man. Like, this is development that we've been asking for seasons, and it seems like they would give it to us and they'll take it away season by season. But I think over these next few episodes, we're going to see actual grown man development.
Like him actually being the mayor is a lot more interesting than when he was a
He
great
even made a mature ass decision with that bill for the metahumans. Vigilante.
Yeah. Actually, want to be in his son's life, how to actually help him. Actually talking to a person who's been a father before.
All right. So now we're about to get into the bad. I thought the story this week surrounding Onyx was a little weak. And you could tell because they didn't do much with it until the end. It was like she was trying to get revenge on her old army people that betrayed her.
I'm gonna tell you what was wrong with that story. It was similar to the other black chick that was
The police officer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was all too similar.
that's what it was. Like, I was like, this it's kind of weak.
Speaking of which, Oliver may want to be in his son's life, but I don't, and that's my bad. But I'm gonna go easy on him this week because it wasn't too grating, but literally it's like now that Oliver is there, like in the beginning you was kind of acting like, well, now I don't want it. And it's like, dude, like you're one step away from being the Wesley Crusher of this fucking show. Don't do that. But then Felicity came in and made it all better. So
bad that I have for the episode. One, I hope Onyx is a reoccurring thing because to waste a character like that is just criminal. And another bad that I have is the role reversal between Diggle and Oliver. Like, Diggle has been here from the beginning. He knows that Oliver has been making shit up as he goes along. As a matter of fact, he has been Oliver's moral compass this entire show. So the fact that Diggle is at his impasse where he doesn't know what's right and what's wrong is actually kind of fucking stupid.
It was forced.
Yeah, it's like you have been the driving force of this entire team, and now when it's your time to lead, which you've led plenty of times before,
I'm about to say that thing.
you become inept. Like that is making up controversy for controversy's sake.
It completely negated the real problem that he was having that they kind of swept under the rug, which was him having the jiggle physics.
And not even that. You could have compounded this was like, I have a family, I have a wife that I don't see that much, I have a daughter, son who I don't see that much. I have all these responsibilities, but yet I'm beholden to you and this team who I have to watch like they're my family too. You could have had that be the weight that's crushing him. But, I mean, that's it for me.
Yeah, I agree. So I would count that as a bad, but the fact that they got rid of it this episode, it was just, they needed something to show growth, and so that's why it really counted as one of my bads.
Did any of y'all think it was too quick? Because this was like their first outing, or are we supposed to believe?
Well, like Ken just said, like Diggle's led the team before, so
Why does
Diggle
the costume automatically bring about a change?
Well,
like
he kind of has a new burden. Now he's the Green Arrow. Now he's the face of the team. So it's a little bit more pressure. So I can understand it from that sense. But yeah, like I said, Diggle's led the team before. So it's just new costume, same strategy.
It is time for the laurels. Who's gonna go first? Speak on this.
So I had no bads for this episode. And for once, I had no laurels for this episode. And then you fucked it up in the last 30 seconds of the episode.
You have the black man do a smack. You have the black man with no job who is away from his family doing drugs.
Like literally, I think what fucked that up for me is in the beginning when Oliver made that big ass speech about I'm not gonna put a law out there when I just put John out there and he's in a hood and it makes him look like a criminal. And then you literally go and make him look like a fucking criminal.
The part of it, this is so forced. It doesn't make any sense. You guys have the technology. You can rebuild him.
He knows the Flash.
He knows Felicity.
Why is this so hard?
It's
Why can't he go to them and be like, guys, I got Jiggle? And then have Felicity fix him something and make him better.
My other laurel is the way they kind of do it. Felicity is they pulling her more towards the back. If you notice, like she's not essential to the story anymore. It's like they're making way to eventually pull her to the background and then get rid of her. So I'm about to go run and do my tech thing. Curtis will be here. He can take care of you guys while I'm doing this, while I go off and do this. So
I hope that doesn't happen. I felt like that would have happened when she was running Palmer Tech. But they kind of made it work a little bit, like she was running back and forth.
Well, Palmer's a fuckboy, so.
Back when she was running Palmer Tech.
Well, here's the thing as well. I want you guys to question about that. What do y'all think about them, about Felicity and Oliver getting back together again?
All right, everybody. That concludes another episode of That Arrow Show. Like and subscribe. We put out new content every week, including this show. We're on. I was about to pay for it, We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube.
We're on 4chan.
Apparently so.
Bring us the sauce.
All right, everybody. Peace.
Turn that shit up!